What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I can't believe we're already November and Thanksgiving is this week. Like, can we just talk about that for a second? Like, what? Where did 2020 go? Honestly, it was like January, February, blah, 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 November, right? Anyways, today's video, I wanted to just talk to you about Thanksgiving and holiday tips and tricks. Even though the holidays may be weird this year, you may see family, you may not. I bet you're still having lots of food, lots of yummy treats, and I really want to give you the tips for those of you who are feeling a little anxious. Maybe you're already on your health journey, your weight loss journey, and you don't want to, fall off track, or maybe you want to start one and you don't really want to know where to start, and you don't want this to get worse. Just know that I've been there, been both of your shoes. Every time the holidays would come, I would completely let myself go. I would end up getting so much weight, and every New Year's I would have the same resolution of trying to lose weight, and I just felt like I couldn't keep the habits all along. And then once I finally did find the habits, I did have a lot of anxiety around the holidays, and I had restricted myself at one point, and now I have the balance where I can still reach my goals, still eat the yummy foods, and I want to just give you my tips and tricks and tell you how I do that so you can really enjoy Thanksgiving and the holidays to come in the next few weeks. I'm sharing this for you to be aware, not for you to beat yourself up, not for you to feel guilty, but for you to be educated, and so you can make mindful decisions when it comes to serving size, moderation, what you are choosing to eat throughout the day and throughout holiday season, because there's very similar foods. So let's get to it. All right, let me just start by saying that the holidays are meant for spending time with family, and especially Thanksgiving, being grateful, and it's about to be with your family and being grateful. And so food is just a bonus, and just remember, it's just one day, and one day of eating high calories yummy foods isn't going to make you fat or overweight, just like one day of eating healthy isn't going to make you super athletic and fit. I wish, but it won't. So just take a step back and take a deep breath on that, and remember the meaning behind this day. Spend time with family. So this is really important to know, all of these tips and tricks, because on average, people eat about 30,000 calories a day, and if you're eating seconds and desserts and drinks, you are up at like 45 to 5,000 calories. That's a lot. So you definitely want to make sure you're being really aware of this and being aware of what you're eating and what you're choosing to eat and your mindset behind it all, right? But just a little bit of a background is, so when we overindulge, our bodies go into a hypoglycemic state, which that means a low blood sugar state. And in response, your pancreas pumps up all this insulin to bring your blood sugar back down. I'm not gonna get into the science and the nitty gritty of it, but essentially your pancreas miscalculates the amount of insulin that it needs to actually bring out into your body or eject into your body, and instead releases too much. So what does that do? Instead of bringing your blood sugar back to a normal, it puts too much, and so your blood sugar level is completely off balance and it's low again, right? So when you're in that hypoglycemic state, your brain essentially thinks you need more glucose, more food, more carbs, because it thinks your body is in a starvation mode, but you just had a meal, so you're not starving. And when it gets that confusion, when it thinks you're in starvation, it's releasing the hormone called ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone. So that's why after Thanksgiving, when you eat a whole meal, after a few hours, you get hungry again. It's because your body is so confused. You don't normally eat that way, and your blood sugar levels and your insulin levels are just all out of whack, and your body's just like, what the heck are you going on? Are you full? Are you hungry? What is it, right? Essentially, that leads you to overeating. So that's a little background knowledge of like how your body really works. Obviously, that's not the deep science, but you get the point. Your body gets very confused. That's why you go up for seconds, hours later, or have dessert, and you just can't stop eating. So let's just get into the nitty gritty of it. Let's get into my Thanksgiving Day tips. First one is the day of Thanksgiving, do a little workout, get your body moving and sweat. Whether or not you're like those 5K families that do all those 5Ks on Thanksgiving, just do something. Go to the gym, take a Zumba class, do something online. Move your body, because you know later you're gonna eat a ton of food and you're gonna be sitting all day. On top of that tip, work out the next day. Like, you're literally use all the food, all the carbs, all that energy as fuel for your workout the next day. I promise you, you will have such a good workout the next day. I always do. Second one is, don't eat until your meal, or eat very lightly depending on what time your Thanksgiving dinner is at. So typically, if my Thanksgiving dinner is later, I will have, make sure to consume veggies and protein in the meals prior. This is kind of what I do anyways when I go out to eat. But that's because my meals your meals for Thanksgiving are gonna be high in fats and carbs, let's be real. And so either fast or have a very, very light meal. Third one is to drink lots of water throughout the day. Stay hydrated. You're gonna be having a lot of sodium foods. Stay hydrated. You'll probably have some alcohol beverages. So you wanna make sure you're hydrated so you're not even feeling like a hangover the next day on top of your food hangover. You feel me? Fourth one is just to remind yourself of your goals and how much you've accomplished or the goals you're trying to reach. When you have a good intention and you have a good awareness of like what it is you're doing, you can be more mindful with the foods you're choosing and the amounts of foods you are eating. And on top of that, don't compare yourself. Just because your cousin or your aunt is, you know, packing on all the food on your plate, that doesn't mean she has the same body, metabolism, or even the same goals as you. So do not compare yourself. Do what is best for you on that day. Portion size, try to get protein, a carb, and some type of veggie. Even if it's a veggie casserole, try to get all of your macronutrients within the meal and be smart. You should know what a portion size looks like, right? You know, don't overdo it. Of course, if it's your favorite thing, maybe you can overdo it, but don't overdo it on all of them, right? And if you want to eat everything, what I tell my clients is get smaller portions of everything versus a full serving of everything, because either you're going to throw it away or you're really going to get overstuffed. You want to really be seeking satisfaction and not overboarding it to the point where you are like gonna puke or you have to unzip your pants. I've been there. I've done that so many times. I remember the worst Thanksgiving I had was with my dad. I ate and drank so much. I physically puked. Oh, that's so sad to puke all of your Thanksgiving food up. It wasn't all of it, I will say that, but you know, I puked it up and I felt like crap and oh my God, I was in so much pain. I physically could feel my stomach stretching. Don't be a Tati, the old Tati. Don't do that. Now that you know the science of why your body wants seconds or thirds in one day, try avoiding it and drink water instead, or eat some vegetables instead if you really need some food. Depending on what your goals are and how important they are, but they should be. Avoid leftovers the next day. I mean, I know people who let Thanksgiving linger for a full week, and then what happens? They have a week off, and then the holiday parties start happening in December. That is just loads and loads of calories and foods that your body does not need, especially when you're trying to lose weight or maintain your weight loss. Limit your alcohol. I will give you a quick little rundown of low calorie alcohol after this, but limit your alcohol and your dessert and just have like a few. Again, everything in moderation. This next one is great. Take a walk after your meal. Yes, I live in Florida, so it's easier for me to take a walk, but I used to do this even when I was in Boston. Go take a walk, get some fresh air, move your body. It will really help your body digest your food. Promise you on that one. I don't even know what tip I'm on, but got 3 more tips here. Plan out the foods. Like, what's the must-have foods that you must have? You can't miss out on. It's once a year versus the foods that you can have whenever, like mashed potatoes. Like, you can have mashed potatoes whenever, so maybe you'll have that sweet potato casserole instead. I don't know, but choose your must-haves and then adjust your, you know, portions in moderation based on that. Second to last one, eat more turkey. It will help with your blood sugar spikes. It'll keep you full. Protein keeps you full, and you want to get protein in, and turkey is so good. And the last one is be engaged at the table. Slow down. Enjoy the food. Don't stuff your face. Talk. Catch up with your aunt, your grandparents, whatever, whoever it may be. Be grateful for the day and just live in the present moment. So I hope these tips help you out. I wanted to give you just a little bit of calories for drinks, just so you may know. I'll try to put like a screenshot here of it. If not, I'll just, you know, I'll just speak it out anyways. But a glass of red wine has about 130 calories per serving. White wine has about 125 calories. Champagne has 78 calories per glass. A regular beer has about 150 calories. A light beer, though, has maybe about like 95 calories. And of course, like an old-fashioned cocktail, something like that's gonna like 155 to 200 calories. So when you're choosing your drinks, try to choose lightly and choose ones that are lower in calorie. You know, you can do a Truly or a White Claw, or I highly recommend if you're going to make a cocktail to avoid sodas or juices. That's just going to be, you know, adding more calories and more sugar to your body that you don't need for that day. And try sticking to light things. You could do, you know, club soda, whatever it may be, or just like a nice glass of wine. All right, I'm just gonna add this in. I wrote this cheat sheet for my clients last year and I'm gonna be sending it to them again this year, but I'll just give it to you guys so you have an idea of how many calories are within your sides and your turkey, really in case you are, taking this seriously and you really wanna know how this goes. So for turkey, so all of these servings are based on 3.5 ounces, which is about 100 grams of turkey, give or take. So breast with skin on it is about 195 calories. Breast without the skin on it is about 160 calories. The wing with skin is about like 240 calories. Yeah, sorry if I just pushed into your bubble. The leg with skin is about 210 to 215 calories. Dark meat with skin, again, about 230 calories. Dark meat without skin is about 190 calories. So the skin, obviously adds because it's like the fat. I'm not saying not to eat this. I'm just giving you the information that I've done when I did my research, when I was going through my own health and, journey where I wanted to know. I was very curious. I want to give you this information because I want you to be educated on it and I want you to be able to make mindful, important decisions versus just not knowing, right? I wish I knew, and I did know eventually when I did my own research, but here you go. All right, let's talk about sides. About a cup of mashed potatoes, a serving can range from 230 to 400 calories. Really depends on the milk, the butter, all that fun stuff that they add into it for Thanksgiving. About a cup of the green bean casserole can go from 230 to 500 calories. Again, really depends on the creams and the butter and the cheeses that they're adding to this. So just because it's a vegetable side dish doesn't always mean it's low calorie or it's healthy. So just take that into consideration. Candied yams are about like 210 calories per cup. Sweet potato casserole with marshmallows, about 460 calories per 1 cup. Never had that though. I'm gonna try to make it this year because I feel like I need to have it. I feel like everyone has that and I've never had that before. Canned cranberry sauce, about 400 to 450 calories per cup. Obviously, I hope you're not using a cup, but definitely can add up. They add sugar to it. Trust me, I would know. Stuffing has about 350 calories per cup. A biscuit has about 150 calories per biscuit. Cornbread has about 200 calories per piece of cornbread. Gravy has about 100 calories per cup. And so this is actually a great reminder for me too, having to look at this all again. But yeah, oh, I have a few more things. I totally forgot. I got vegetable dessert. Again, I'm sharing this so you are educated and aware, not to make you feel bad about yourself, not to make you regret anything, just so you are aware. If you still want to eat it all, by all means, go and eat it all if you're gonna have a good time. But just be aware of it, Okay, anyways, pies are all for 1/8 of a pie. So that means you cut the pie into 8 pieces. So for pumpkin pie, it's 325 calories per 1/8 of a pie. Apple pie is about 400 to 15. Pecan pie, oh my goodness, I remember when I was in corporate and my kickboxing teacher, when I was trying to lose weight, was like, don't eat the pecan pie, it's the worst pie for you. And I literally looked at her and I was like, that's my favorite pie. And then on Thanksgiving, my stepdad's mother literally made me a personal pecan pie. And I didn't have the heart to say I can't eat it. So that lasted, a while. I got help. But anyways, pecan pie is about 500 calories per slice. You guys, again, it's one day, enjoy it, but just be aware. And of course, if you're gonna be like me and add a scoop of vanilla ice cream, of course, depending on what you get, about 1/2 cup, average 125 calories. I highly recommend being the one in charge of ice cream. Get Halo Top, lower calories. You'll feel a lot better doing that. And to wrap this up, whipped cream, baby, because you can't have dessert without the whipped cream. 15 calories per tablespoon. So again, I'm sharing this for you to be aware, not for you to beat yourself up, not for you to feel guilty, but for you to be educated and so you can make mindful decisions when it comes to serving size, moderation, what you are choosing to eat throughout the day and throughout holiday season because there's very similar foods. A reminder that this is not your last meal ever. So it's just a holiday meal, so don't completely eat yourself to the point where you're puking and can't fit in your clothes like I did that one year. But remember what it's about, and remember it's just one day. It's not going to be horrible. Get your body moving the day of, the day after. Burn all that food. Use that energy for good stuff and enjoy the day. No judgment on yourself, and I hope you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving with your family. I hope this video helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if this was helpful for you, and I wish you guys all the best of luck with this crazy Thanksgiving life, okay? Have a great one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.